Hi, today I'll be showing you how to change your default search provider in Internet Explorer. So Internet Explorer has gotten a lot better in the past few versions, but what a lot of people aren't happy with is using Bing as their search provider. So I'll show you how to change that to Google or any other search provider you may want. Let's begin by opening up Internet Explorer. So when the browser opens, with the default configurations, you can actually search by just typing in a phrase right here in the same place you would type in a URL. I'll just go ahead and type in test, and you'll see that it actually takes me to a search for the word test in Bing. So let's go ahead and change that to Google. The first thing we'll want to do is open up the menu on the far right side, the tools menu, and then we will click on Internet Options from the drop-down menu. This will bring up the Internet Options window. We want to navigate to the Programs tab, which is second from the right. And then from here, we will select the Manage Add-ons button. This brings up any toolbars and extensions that you already have, as well as other kinds of add-ons. The one we're interested specifically are search providers. So by default, we have Bing, and it has a default status. So to add Google, we actually want to go down here where it says Find More Search Providers at the bottom. This will open up a new window with the Internet Explorer gallery, and this is how we would download additional add-ons. So since we already have Bing search and we want Google, we'll select this one here. I will point out that you have other search providers available to you if that's what you're interested in. I'll click on Google now, and then it'll take me to a little info page with some ratings, but when I'm done reading all those, I can click Add to Internet Explorer. When I'm adding the search provider, I can actually choose to make it default right away by checking this box. If I don't do that now, I do have the option of setting that later. But let's go ahead and check that box now as well. So now I can actually close this additional window that opened, and I will need to close the Manage Add-ons window because for it to refresh, I'll need to reopen it by clicking Manage Add-ons again. Now when I go to search providers, I have Google as the default and Bing as another provider. If I wish to keep Bing around, I can do that and I can still search from it. But if you want to remove it, you can just select it here and either right click and do remove, or when you have it selected, you can hit remove here. If at any time you add an additional provider and want to make them default and they're not already, you would select it and hit set as default. I'll go ahead and remove Bing so I only have Google here. And now when I close all of the options and tool and settings windows and type in test at the top, it will redirect me to a search for test in Google, my new default provider.